Hey everyone, today I'm going to walk you through a JavaScript snippet that will allow you to capture the learner's name from a learning management system. Now, I'll just let you know to begin with that it could depend on your learning management system. There may be some things that will need to change, and I'll add some code snippets below in the video that hopefully at least for Cornerstone that I've figured out, but I'll at least also show you how to get to or troubleshoot some of that. And we are going to be using one of my new downloads, which is a Claude Skill. So if you head on over to the downloads and then you click on Storyline and JavaScript Claude Skill. If you don't want to download the skill, I'll also show you my free tool that you can sign up and where you can get the snippet as well. But the Claude Skill will actually help you troubleshoot on how to get to if your LMS, if it's a little bit different as well. But I'm going to be using SCORM Cloud to be able to detect this. And what we really want to do is detect a learner's name and pull it into Storyline. So I'm going to come into the JavaScript Snippet Tool. And inside of the JavaScript Snippet Tool here, this is where you can download a sample project file. Again, you don't have to download this file. You can do it in whatever way that you want. And we're going to use Claude, but let's come into Storyline. And in this sample file, what I'm going to do is come down. I think I have to go into the LMS section here. And we're going to pull in the learner's name. So I have a variable called learner's name, and it will basically just update right there so we can personalize it and say, hey, learner's name. So I think that is, to begin with, it looks like it's hidden. Yeah, so it's hidden. So let's just make it normal here. And so you can see set state when the user clicks on, oh, I have it hidden for a reason. It's been a while since I've looked at that, but let me come back into learner's name, go back to hidden here. And basically when the user clicks on get learner, I could do this as soon as the slide loads, but this is just a way to okay, I want to be able to detect the learner's name at this point. You can do it however you want there. Let's come back into here. And like I mentioned, I'm going to be using a Claude Skill. If you want to check out the full video on how to set up the Claude Skill, it's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is come in here and let's go into our snippet here, download the snippet, drag in the skill into Claude and say, hey, install that. That's really all that you have to do there. Okay, so with that skill installed, let's say I have a variable in Storyline called learner. Let me just make sure it's a learner name and not learner's name. Okay, learner name. And I'm going to use typeless for the rest of this. So I want to have a Storyline trigger that will pull in the learner's name from the LMS, and then it will update the learner's name inside of the variable. And then let's say use, and then I'm going to have /. This is how you use the skill. And then we use the Storyline JavaScript skill to help me come up with the JavaScript. That just points it in the right direction. Just because there's already a snippet available inside of there, it at least points it in the right direction. So it will know how to grab the learner's name from the LMS. This is what I like about the skill compared to the snippets tool, because even if you go into the snippets tool, and let's go in here and let's add a new snippet. Let's just say name. If we wanted to SCORM get learner's name inside of this code here, I could copy that and I could place in a different variable. But what I like about the Claude skill compared to the snippet tool is I can add to it. I can say, okay, let's not have it the first name, last name. Let's have it last name, first name. Let's also add in the current score. Let's add in, hey, you passed or something like that. So it will add to it without you having to figure out how to add to it. So that's one of the benefits of using the skill over using the snippet tool. Either one works though, so whatever you're more comfortable with. So I just want to make sure that you get the most out of what you need here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the snippet is. So grab the learner's name. So we have the LMS API, we have GetStudentName, and then basically update name. And I want to make sure that that is correct, which it is, okay? And then update name, so here's the user's name. And then what this is doing is it's basically what it will have by default is it will have the last name, comma, first name. We want to change that around, and that's what this code snippet is doing. And that's exactly what it says. It's last name, first name. We're flipping it to first name, last name. If I want to add to it, I can add to it as well. If I want to also include the email, I can say, hey, include the email as well and update it inside of this variable. Those are the kinds of things. If it's not email, it would be the user ID. So those are the kinds of things that you can do here. And then it sets the variable name back to learner name, and that's it. So all I have to do is copy that code. Let's come into here and make sure that this is selected here. And then we will just add on a JavaScript snippet. So let's go ahead and add on a JavaScript snippet there and click OK and click OK here. So it will set it to normal when the user clicks on get name, but I want to get the name before the order of snippets matter because whatever's on top will run first. And I want to get the learner's name before it actually updates. So let's go ahead and move this up here. And so that JavaScript will run before it actually updates and makes it available here. So that's all I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and save this, but to preview this, I need to publish it out. Because it needs to run inside of a learning management system to be able to detect the learner's name, I do unfortunately need to preview it out. Now, there are other snippets that you can check out here where you can get the status, you can get if it's failed or passed, you can get the learner ID. We're right now just focused on the learner's name. If you want me to create videos on what you can do with other SCORM calls, make sure you leave a comment down below as well. But I'm going to come in here, I'm going to get ready to upload this inside of SCORM Cloud. Okay, so let's make sure that we zip this just so it's zipped correctly here. And that should be zipped on my desktop right there. Great. So now I'm going to click on Browse here. Oh, so let's save it to my desktop. Now I'll click on Browse, and there is the name of my course. I'll click on Import here. And I will need to skip to that page because I have a lot of other pages inside of this course, but I'll need to skip to that page, and then I'll need to click on Get Learner's Name because that's when I have the JavaScript there. Oh, I think I need to publish it to SCORM 2004. So let's come back into here. Let's hit publish here. And yeah, I was just publishing it to web. I forgot to do that part. So let's go into LMS. Let's do SCORM 2004. Yep, that's it. So let's hit publish and do this again. Now I'll hit zip, save this to my desktop here. Let's go back into SCORM Cloud, get rid of that message right there, and then we will upload it. Click on Browse, click Upload, and there we go. That's what happens when you're trying to do things so quickly that you forget like, oh, I need to publish to SCORM 2004. That could have helped. And you could do 1.2, you could do SCORM 2004, 4th edition, 3rd edition as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click launch here. Let's click launch here. And then I will need to skip to that page down below where it has LMS data. And then I'll click get learner. So there we go, there's my name. So as simple as that. Now, what if it's not working? What if your LMS uses something else? Most of the time, you will have to update, I'll show you the line of code. It's basically LMS API. So if you have this open inside of your LMS, what you could do is come up to the top, you can go to Inspect Element, and then you can go into Console and see if there are any errors, which in this case, there are some errors, but if there's any errors regarding learner name, that's probably your best indicator. And if you copy that, you can come over to Claude, paste in the error and say, hey, I'm getting this error. Or even tell Claude, I'm using Cornerstone, I'm using Docebo, or whatever you're using, and to have it look at the LMS API. Most LMSs have their own API. So you can even say, I'm using this, look at the LMS API for this, and see if that's available. But again, probably just copy in the code and paste it into Claude and say, hey, I'm using this LMS and this is the error that it's given me. But most LMSs that I've used work just fine with just that LMS API. So you can basically just copy that in and use it. But I know Cornerstone is a little bit more picky, and some LMSs might be picky as well, just depending on how they were implemented. Hopefully that's helpful for you to show you that, hey, you can take advantage of the learning management system data. You can take advantage of some of the data that's there. You can get the status of the course. You can set the status of the course at any point. You can also just go in and get the user's ID. You can also go in and get the user's name. Now, this is content that is not coming back to you because you already have it in the LMS. This is basically just you using that content, the user's name, to personalize it, to adapt it to who the person is there, to show their name. Instead of you prompting them to enter in their name, you basically just grab it from the LMS. It's there. You can just grab it and use it to say, hey, Jeff, welcome to this course. That's the kind of thing that you would do with this type of information. Hopefully this is helpful. If you want more videos like this on how to take advantage of SCORM, whether you're using AI, whether you're using Storyline, Captivate, anything like that, make sure you comment down below and say, hey, I'm trying to figure out this. I'm trying to do that. That really helps me so I can just add it to my backlog of these different types of videos. Also, if you want to check out more, you can head on over to my website at learningdojo.ninja. Here you can check out free tools that I have available for you. You can check out all previous blog posts, including members only content that you can check out. And then also courses covering everything from A to Z on how to create custom e-learning inside of Claude Code, Vibe coding fundamentals, JavaScript and Articulate Storyline, where I do cover more JavaScript snippets, Articulate basics, mastering Camtasia, Rise, and other things like that. You can also check out other free downloads, including different interactions that you can download and take advantage of there. If you like this video, head on over to my YouTube channel, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, as well as hit the bell notification so you get notified of all future videos as they come out. That really helps out my channel, allows me to reach more learning developers like yourself who really want to go beyond standard e-learning tools and extend some of the tools that they have, including adding on other tools as well. All right, that's all I have. So thanks everyone. I'll see you next time.